Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bachelorette Trista Sutter addresses divorce rumors head-on. The Bachelorette alum, Trista Sutter, is addressing the divorce rumors head-on. She has been dealing with people chattering about her marriage to Ryan Sutter for some time. Yet they have maintained everything is fine and never backed down. So what does Trista have to say about her marital situation at this point in time? Keep reading for more details. It is common for Bachelor and Bachelorette romances to fail. Even the first Golden Bachelor marriage ended in divorce, and the premiere season of the Golden Bachelorette just ended. Joan Vassos chose Chalk Chapel to spend her life with, and in return, he popped the question. It is unclear if they will make it the long haul, as they are not moving in together just yet. Time will tell, but the first Bachelorette, Trista Sutter, was very successful and has been married to Ryan Sutter for almost 21 years. However, earlier this year, Ryan posted cryptic messages on social media. He alluded that Trista was taking personal time away from the family. Trista is at a place in life where she is searching a bit. An opportunity presented itself that may help her on that quest. With her family's support, she has taken it. Part of that process means that she is temporarily inaccessible to us. I miss her, we miss her. Immediately, and with good reason, fans and followers assumed that she was ill, dead, or the couple was divorcing. They had no idea what was going on with Trista and were concerned for her. Now, the reason for her absence and Ryan's message has been clarified. She was off in Wales filming Season 3 of Special Forces, World's Toughest Test. According to People, Trista Sutter took to her Instagram to break it all down for fans. Was it a divorce/nervous breakdown/midlife crisis/death/trial separation back in May? Not unless that's what you call Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, Season 3. Trista will also be joined by fellow Bachelorette, Ali Mano, and other reality stars, Olympians, pro sports players, actors, and more. Some fans suspected that Trista Sutter was fine and simply was off filming Special Forces. However, this had to be kept a secret. Now that it has been revealed, what has been the reaction? Great job and kudos to your family for supporting you during the time away. Can't wait to watch. Looks great. What? You are one tough cookie, T. Good for you. Whoa, I cannot wait to watch this. You're a tough cookie to sign up for this. I couldn't do it. Furthermore, many were extremely impressed that Trista would even sign up for a show like this. More so, they were eager to watch it all play out. Are you happy that Trista is fine and her marriage is intact? Finally, will you be cheering her on when Special Forces premieres on January 8th? Let us know in the comments below. The sun poured into the cozy Colorado home Trista Sutter shared with her husband Ryan as the former Bachelorette sat at her kitchen table, scrolling through the flurry of headlines. Her golden retriever, Max, nuzzled her leg, seemingly sensing her unease. Rumors, always rumors, she muttered, shaking her head at yet another speculative article suggesting that her 2-decade-long marriage was on the rocks. To some, Trista and Ryan's love story felt like an anomaly, a fairy tale that had somehow escaped the fickle grasps of reality television. Their love had blossomed on the inaugural season of The Bachelorette, and for years, they had been the poster couple for the show's rare success stories. Yet, like any marriage, theirs hadn't been without its challenges, a reality that tabloids and gossip sites seemed all too eager to exploit. I think it's time to address this, Trista said aloud, though only Max was there to hear. Her heart raced as she pulled her laptop closer, ready to type out the message she hoped would silence the noise. The day before had been particularly grueling. At a neighborhood coffee shop, Trista had run into an acquaintance who, with a concerned tilt of her head, asked, "Are you and Ryan okay? I read that things have been tough." The words stung, not because they were true, but because of how easily strangers felt entitled to her personal life. The headlines had been relentless. Trista and Ryan living separate lives. Trouble in paradise for the first Bachelorette. The more she ignored them, the louder they seemed to grow. Her social media feeds weren't much better. Fans, once supportive and uplifting, now peppered her posts with intrusive questions and thinly veiled accusations. A simple picture of her and Ryan at a recent charity event was dissected mercilessly. "They don't look happy," one commenter wrote. "Where's his wedding ring?" another chimed in. The scrutiny was suffocating. Ryan, ever the calm presence in her life, had taken the rumors in stride. "Let them talk," he said one night as they sat on their porch, sipping wine under a blanket of stars. "We know the truth, and that's all that matters." But for Trista, a woman who had built her life on authenticity and connection, the silence felt like surrender. Back at the kitchen table, Trista began drafting her statement. Her fingers hovered over the keyboard as she thought about what to say. Honesty was her brand, but how much of herself was she willing to share with a public that seemed eager to pick her apart? "Let's keep it real," she whispered, typing the first few words. "Dear friends, fans, and followers, I've seen the rumors. I've read the articles, and while I've tried to brush them off, I think it's time to set the record straight." She paused, glancing at a photo on the counter of her and Ryan on their wedding day. It was one of her favorites, her in a flowing white gown, Ryan beaming beside her, the Rocky Mountains framing their vows. That day wasn't just a spectacle for television. It was the start of a life they'd built together, brick by brick. "Yes, Ryan and I have had our challenges," she continued. "Show me a marriage that hasn't. We've weathered illness, parenting struggles, career changes, and the ups and downs that come with being human. But let me make one thing clear. We are in this together. Always have been, always will be." She didn't shy away from the hard truths. Ryan's battle with Lyme disease had tested them in ways they couldn't have imagined. There were days when his pain was so intense he could barely move, and Trista felt helpless watching the man she loved suffer. But those moments had also strengthened their bond. "We promised in sickness and in health, and we meant it," she wrote. As she typed, memories flooded back. Ryan coaching their son's soccer games, their daughter's dance recitals, family camping trips filled with laughter and marshmallow-fueled debates. These were the moments that defined their marriage, not the speculative narratives spun by strangers. "Marriage isn't a fairy tale," Trista wrote. "It's a partnership, a commitment, and yes, sometimes it's really hard work. But it's also the most rewarding thing I've ever been a part of. Ryan and I are stronger because of the challenges we faced, not in spite of them." She knew her words might not quell all the rumors. Some people would read her post and still find ways to twist it. But for Trista, this wasn't about silencing critics. It was about reclaiming her story. Later that evening, Ryan walked into the kitchen, his face slightly sunburned from a day spent working outside. "What's got you so focused?" he asked, leaning over her shoulder to read her screen. She smiled up at him, her heart swelling with gratitude for this man who had stood by her side through it all. "Just telling the world what they need to hear." Ryan chuckled. "Good luck with that." She hit post and exhaled, feeling a weight lift from her shoulders. Within minutes, her phone buzzed with notifications. Support poured in from friends, fans, and fellow Bachelorette alums. "You're an inspiration," one comment read. "Thank you for being so honest." Ryan wrapped his arms around her, kissing the top of her head. "You didn't have to do that, you know." "I know," she said, resting her head against his chest. "But I wanted to, for us." As the sun dipped below the horizon, Trista felt a sense of peace she hadn't felt in weeks. The rumors might never stop, but she had something far more enduring. A love story that, while imperfect, was undeniably real.